Yeah.
Right. Who wants to do the recap on what happened about 2 weeks ago in our last game?
Ooh, let me see my notes if I can do it. Okay, so we start the last session with some talking. Cain was talking to Kurt to about the bombs and everything, and he figured out that he he's actually into it. He's like he wants that to happen. Uh, because well, he doesn't understand the war too much. He's still to experience that. And Davina was talking to her sister, had a nice uh talk and moment with her, talking about mom and that they're just basically there now for each other. It's kind of quite nice. Then we went to the cemetery to talk to the mourner. It was quite scary. Uh, it has a lot of preparation, kind of, because Umbra had to pretend to be the oh my god, I forgot his name, the Faith,
The Watcher.
the Watcher, and we had to pretend to be part of the core of night too. No, yeah, and but everything went right. I also got happy because item of my inventory managed to be useful. But after everything, we got nice informations about Mercury and kind of how to get to him. And we also came back to Divina's house to prepare for a possible invasion. We tried to make the mansion a little bit more secure without damage it, and make some passwords to make. We did a lot of things to make more safe, not only for us but for Kurtz and for everyone in the mansion. Some talk to animals, some surveillance around the mansion and everything. And is that all? My memory is really shit today.
That actually all happened before you went to the cemetery. After you came, well, on your way back from the cemetery, was when you saw someone easily climbing up the side of the building.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And
And
several
then
of you
that's when we
got
left.
hit.
We tried to catch up with the person getting.
So Umbra has run ahead, exercising his superior speed. Uh, Following a little further behind would be It's been 2 weeks now. Jean Javert. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you are just in time bursting through the front door to see a figure who's apparently just finished blockading the kitchen door look over to Umbra and whispers something in a language I don't believe you know.
Do you want me to link the languages I might know?
I'll just
It's
put
only
it in your
two.
sheet there. It's definitely not a language you know. It sounds dark, eldritch, and Umbra just immobilizes, like he's held in place.
Mm.
Mm. Is that primordial?
You would be too far away to tell.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
the figure just approaches, hasn't quite spotted you yet. And it tears its mask off, and at which point you can see that this is no humanoid. This is a werewolf.
Just to let you know, we're still on the main map if you were trying to
No,
show us something.
I was indeed, thank you.
Now, a werewolf is still technically a humanoid, right?
Yes. I believe they are
Perfect.
counted as such.
That's all I need to know.
And it just sneers and goes, "Good little boy." And then notices you and draws its spear. Ah! Brothers, they're here! At which point I'd like everyone to roll initiative. However, Davina, Cain, and Anissa will not be able to get to the front door until next turn.
Okay.
Oh no.
Because you're slow.
Jean Javert, no.
Sorry, I wasn't there for the graveyard thing. Do I know what's happening? Do I know that there's like an assassination attempt going on?
None of us knew. We only
None of
knew
us knew,
when we
okay.
arrived. Because all we...
You would have seen someone like climbing up the side of the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, all we knew from the graveyard thing was just kind of like... I think where we might be able to find Mercury, which
Yeah,
was in one of the other cities.
The capital
Monsoling.
city.
Yeah.
Basically, if Davina is rocking up knowing what's going on, she would do a certain thing, but if she doesn't know what's going on, then never mind.
No, this caught us all surprise.
You did a decent job at preventing things, but unfortunately the property value came first and has left a window open. The the werewolf is going to walk over to Umbra, bare its fangs, and just say, "One step, and your friend gets it."
Hmm.
And he's going to ready an action. Cain, you're jogging, you're running.
Yeah, dashing towards the mansion. Can I see? I want to actually try to like think of the best way to approach the mansion, if it's to the front door or to the sides and try to grab one that's climb or something like that, you know?
There is only one like door in, but there are windows that haven't been boarded up. You came from the south, which is like this kind of direction. So
Mm-hmm.
it would be a lot slower to try and get to this guy over here.
Okay, then just dashing through the door.
Cool. I will say that you get to where you are on the map now at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Anissa, running alongside.
I got no choice.
Fairs.
That's it.
The other werewolf is just going to sneer down at what's going on and will continue climbing up the stairs.
Hmm.
And you begin to hear a bang, bang, Let me in!
Does Cain reply as a free action?
Wait, is it in the door?
You mean Kurtz?
Kurt, yes, sorry.
Yeah, you would hear, no, thank you!
Damn. He had one job. He had one line.
So polite too. I'm like, literally, someone's trying to kill you, and you're like, no thanks. In a different tone, that would be badass.
On Kurt's turn, he's actually going to begin try and push the bed against the door as well. He replaced the cabinet, the second that you guys would have left him alone, and now he's going to attempt to reinforce the door further.
Oh no, what's his strength score?
It's respectable for a halfling.
Oh, right, because he comes from a mining family.
Yeah. It's not terrible, but it's not brilliant. Davina, you're jogging, you're running, you just get to the door. You see Umbra looking even stiller than usual. You see a wolf. Javier.
Do I see a ring on this wolf that matches the one that we got from the person in the graveyard? Yeah,
they're quite heavily cladded in both cloaks and fur, but I'll allow you to do a brief perception check as a bonus action.
Yeah, because I'm just checking the hands. Natural 20 for 24 total.
Yeah, the hand just with the claws just grasped around the spearhead. You see a very, very similar looking ring.
Well, fuck. Well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because I literally cannot do anything then. Unless I only have one thing that is not a charm or a fear effect, and I hope to God this works. I'm just Jean Javert is gonna like hold his hands up. He's gonna have like his staff in the other hand, and then you see kind of like the opaline orb at the top of the staff just kind of like glisten, and he's just going to say over to this guy who is shit. What did he say specifically to me? I just want to verify.
Forward.
That is unfortunate. Okay.
You could cha-cha slide forward.
All right. I won't take another step. Fortunately for me, I don't need to take one. And then coming out from the orb of my staff is going to be a long, like, light pink purplish tendril that's going to kind of like zap all the way across and smack him like right between the eyes as I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip.
Nice.
I need an intelligence saving throw.
Thankfully, werewolves are not very smart.
Good. So, fun fact about this one. Because you failed, you can't take a reaction.
Nice. Which means a prepared action that he has wouldn't go off, I believe.
Mm-hmm. You do also take the full 12 psychic damage.
Nice.
Also, on your next turn, you can only move, take an action, or make a bonus action. You only get one.
Nice.
And then I am going to move 30 feet here, and that will be the end of my turn.
Lovely, lovely. Meanwhile, on the upper floor, a rather mysterious-looking gentleman is trying to stare deeply into the eyes of your sister Davina, and is also begging to be let in.
Can I hear any of this?
Yeah, what's your passive perception again?
I don't know why you're torturing me with this information if I don't actually know. I know it's for the audience.
No, you wouldn't. You have a 12.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're a
Listen,
whole
I'm
floor
very,
and
very charismatic.
Yes, she has to make a wisdom saving throw.
She should be. She's a wizard. She should be proficient in those.
To your understanding, she's a wizard. Yes.
Why is she not a wizard? Fuck. Oh no, my sister's a sorcerer. This is a problem.
Can't believe my sister went with natural talent and instead of schooling.
Hey, I learned how to be this manipulative.
There were hints. I mean, there was a lot saying that she picked things up so much quicker than everyone else, as if it was a natural talent.
I
That's
mean,
how
but
she
she
got
also
into NLMs.
read literally every book in the library, and
Sorcerers can't read
got
now.
bullied at school. That's like a classic nerd move.
Oh, we weren't gonna tell you this until you were ready, but all those books she was reading, they were manga. She got bullied because she's a weeb. I'm sorry.
It was visual
Honestly,
novel.
there is no greater shame.
As the werewolf tries to shake off this mind whip that he's been given, looks towards Jean Javier, goes, "I warned you," and will bite Umbra.
Hey, you know what? That means he can't do anything else.
It does indeed. Cain, you're here. You may have some fear. What do you
Well,
want
think as Cain, I think he would not give a fuck about this because of past traumas. He would rush towards Haley. So I'm just dashing and trying to get to her as soon as possible.
to Haley?
So, yeah.
Cool. So you can make it just beyond Umbra.
Yeah.
Thankfully, this furry fellow can't take any attacks of opportunity
Well,
against you.
Yeah.
Well, no, now I can. So it's only until the end of its turn.
It's until his end of his turn. His turn hasn't come yet.
He just had his turn.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Oh.
Did he?
So,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I'm seeing the wrong thing on the initiative order.
It's on a failed save, can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn. And then on that turn, it can only take one action.
30,
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's
So-
because reactions recharge on your turn.
40, 45, 50.
You go around. Smart.
60.
Okay. Anything to do with your bonus?
Oh yeah, let me see if I can do something. I actually gonna cast Shillelagh already.
Cool.
That's all.
Your club is magical. Oh, staff, I believe, actually. Anissa.
Okay. We're gonna be doing my favourite thing for the foreseeable future, running.
Smart.
There they go. I'll get one diagonal to Cain. We can't see the one at the top of the stairs, can we?
You wouldn't be able to quite know.
Okay. Well, that's all I can
You
do.
can hear where he is, but you can't
Yeah.
see.
In that case, that's it.
Yeah. really should be happy that werewolves are rooks, not bishops.
They're straight.
Surprisingly. This one is going to attempt to basically destroy the door. You could just about hear Kurt Helrix inside going, "Oh me, oh my, boopity boopity, please don't kill me." And he casts Sanctuary upon himself. Davina.
Okay. I have so few spells left. This is deeply upsetting. Umbra is came into a situation is at full health, right?
Yeah, you're all at full health, I think.
No.
Okay.
I'm missing 1 HP.
Umbra has not tried to get out of this hold. Is looking okay. Is not screaming for assistance.
It doesn't appear as if Umbra can move even a slight bit.
Okay, well that's a problem. In that case, I'm gonna cast. I have so few spell slots left. Why didn't you let me long rest? I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers. On this werewolf. Is what I'm gonna do to start. Let me cast it. Thank you.
Thankfully, werewolves are also not particularly wise.
Haha! So it takes 3d6 psychic damage. Let me just. Haha! Okay, it takes that much psychic damage, and then it has to use its reaction to move as far as its speed will allow away from me. So it can't take Umbra with it. Goodbye.
It's just going.
And then I'll use my movement. What is my movement? Only 30. This is bullshit. Okay.
Maybe you should have had a smaller house.
To be fair, I actually didn't make this house.
It's been passed down through the Hepburn family for generations.
Okay. I don't think I can do anything significant with him. Since Umbra is sitting there still as a statue. Okay, who's the closest up that I can... Is that 30 feet? Alright, Javier, you are getting a bardic inspiration.
Well, there we go. It's all for me, baby.
Run faster. You have long legs, just up the stairs.
I hate to break it to you, Javier is 5'4".
I have longer
He
legs than
actually
you, girl.
doesn't have long legs.
Move your legs faster.
Maybe
I believe in your ability to move your legs faster.
Is that your turn?
Yep. I'm just using bardic inspiration as my bonus action.
And Hayden, don't know why she's still named that. Charmed will open the window and invite inside the vampire spawn. Javier.
Cool. Fun fact, as a tabaxi, I actually do have an ability to go faster. I'm going to activate feline agility and double my base movement speed to 60.
Nice.
As a free action. I am going to saunter up to this werewolf, and I'm going to say, I don't think you'll be needing this, and I would like to attempt to pull the ring off of their finger.
I would say that'd be sleight of hand.
And I will be using my bardic inspiration. I would like to definitely use the bardic inspiration.
And if the bardic inspiration doesn't help you succeed, you get to keep it.
For a 10 total.
I will roll it as it's that versus like his ability to move out your way, but because his whispers have been dissonanted, he's going to get disadvantage on this check. You just are able to get that ring.
Yes.
I just like, don't mind me. I'm just gonna take this off your person, and then just kind of like slip it off, and then because it took its reaction with dissonant whispers, that means it doesn't have a reaction. So now I will spend the rest of my 20 feet of movement to go over to this far wall.
Cool.
And that'll be my turn.
The vampire spawn enters. And what happens in there is between him and a charmed young lady.
And God.
I'm screaming.
God.
Okay.
I think you forgot to ask a third person. Does Jesus approve of this?
He's a little freak in this universe, so yes. The werewolf has its turn again. Sees multiple people just approaching, picks the closest one. Doesn't like cats very much, so goes right up to Anissa and attempts to bite you.
You know, this is the second time you've tried to bite my characters. I'm starting to think I'm getting a message being sent across and that misses.
Well, they don't have multi-attacks, so Cain.
Okay. They can take a reaction now, right? Or
No,
not?
they
Because
can now take another reaction because they just had their turn.
okay, fuck it. I don't care. 5, 10, 15, 20.
It's got its chompers on you too, but damn, if this
Yeah.
get hit, that'll be the day.
30. I'm dashing again. 40, 50. And I believe I got to the top of the stairs.
Yep.
If 6.
So you can always move your character. Yeah. Well, you see the other one attempting to just break down the door. I think that's your turn.
Can I see? Is the door closed?
Yes.
Open? Oh, okay.
Yeah, both doors are closed.
Oh. Yeah, that's all. I can't do anything else.
Just Anissa.
Okay, well that changes plans slightly. Not by much, but 5, 10. Ah, fuck it, why not? Bonus action, we're gonna pop that. And then action, we're gonna smack this thing. Hopefully, maybe. We pray.
That's a hit.
Hey. Wow, what damage? 9.
Damage.
So that's 4.
Oh. Also a strength save.
Oh yeah.
Also a strength save. It's the one thing it was good at. Not that that mattered.
I would look. In that case, I would have moved 5 feet there because I completely forgot it could be launched and launch it that way.
Okay.
Thanking you. So I move 50. I'll get to the bottom of the stairs with 30, and that's it.
Cool. The other one is gonna once again down the door. This time he is able to get a huge hole in the door and begins to wriggle his way inside. Kurt is just going, "You can't hurt me! You can't hurt me! You can't hurt me!" Davina.
Fuck. Okay. Gonna move. Okay, gonna take 20 feet of my movement to start. Umbra is still looking like paralyzed.
Yes. He almost looks like a living statue.
Does it look magical, or is he like in shock?
You can do an Arcana or Medicine check with a bonus action to be able to
Okay.
gauge that.
See. Those are both shit, but it was with Arcana, which is slightly better. Never mind. Alright. It's definitely magic, so I can't help you right now, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, he's not on the floor, so I know it's not the sleep spell, because I'm a bard, and I know what that is. I went to school, so I'm just going to use my action to dash.
Cool.
And that's my turn. Actually, as a free action, can I yell?
Yeah.
I would like to imitate my sister and yell, "I'm home" up the stairs, sounding as much like my sister as I can. There's doubles running around, maybe someone will believe that I'm her.
I would ask for a performance check.
Okay. I don't suck at this, but I'm not the best at it either. Hey, 15.
It's a decent roll. It may have worked, it may not have. We'll find out.
And that's my turn.
Hayden is going to stride over. And you can see she's just pushed one of the doors open, Cain. She's charmed, she's a bit befuddled. She wants to find out what that noise was.
Is she hurt somehow?
She has a wound on her neck.
Okay.
It's quite obvious because it's, currently pouring, well, not pouring, but trickling blood. There's a very obvious blood stain. And she's wearing like a light-coloured shirt. So it stands out. Jean Javier.
Jean Javert is going to go over to here, is going to say, I don't have much of a fighting capability in me, but I'll try to make sure that our guest here will not try to intrude any further. If you want to run on up and take care of that with your big swords and big words. Then he's going to turn over to the prone wolf. And now that he's just going to hold like the ring a bit flauntingly, he's like, I don't think this is gonna save you now. And then I am going to cast Cause Fear.
Ooh.
So I need a wisdom saving throw. That is a fail. So yeah, for the net, as long as I'm concentrating, and until it makes a success, it is afraid of me.
Lovely. The spawn is going to fly over the sofa. You are home early. Perhaps I could persuade you to leave.
I'd love to see her try.
He will cast a charm person on you, Cain, which is a wisdom saving throw. So as a
Wow.
druid, that should be
I
fine.
hope, but yeah.
DC
Imagine you jinx it.
13. Nice. Just. You feel a slight tug of wanting to obey this fanciful young man. But you realise, no, actually, not a particularly nice chap. It's his turn. The werewolf is going to stand up
Yeah, you can do that.
and begin backing away with his tail between his legs.
He does get a
Yes.
save.
Yeah, he still
That is a fail.
fails. Cain.
Okay. Um, by seeing the spell not attacking Hayden, would I make the assumption that she's charmed?
I mean, it would be a pretty reasonable assumption. She does look a
Okay.
bit dazed, a bit out of it.
Uh-huh. And would I know a safe way to like get her out of it?
The only way that you know to get someone out of being charmed is if one of the enemies would, one of the people allied to the charmer were to hurt Hayden. Or if she
Okay.
is somehow able to bolster herself out of it.
Is charm person concentration?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm trying it anyway. So I'm casting hold person in the spell.
On the spawn.
Yeah.
Just fails.
Ooh, that's nice. So and I use 10, 50, 20, 30. And that's all.
Okie dokie. Anissa?
Okay. I think 30-foot movement gets me to the top of the stairs. Like there, maybe. Oh, you're joking! He's 5 foot off. That's annoying.
The werewolf.
Uh-huh.
Well, he's kind of like his butt's still out. He's kind of halfway through the door, so more like this, I suppose.
He's squeezing.
He's squeezing, yeah.
Still 30. Is that 30 or 35?
I'll rule it as you can hit his bottom.
Right, this is gonna sound really weird then. But fuck it.
Oh, Christ.
Wee ball.
What are you
Compel duel.
I compel your ass to fight me.
doing? Bring that ass over here.
God damn it.
Damn, that's a resistant ass.
In that case, then I'm gonna start shouting at the ass.
What do you shout at the ass?
Fucking nothing that hits, apparently.
12 does actually hit werewolves.
What?
Yeah, they're unarmored.
Vampires. Oh, this is the werewolf. Never mind.
Just get over here. Ignore the 6, so it's just 2. Because it can whip.
Cantrip. You hear it go. It's squeezing through the door. It's probably got quite a few splinters on it already, and now it's been like royally dissed, divinely dissed.
Divinely dissed. This is all.
The werewolf and its ass is going to ignore you and make its way finally into the room.
Just like a dog eating plastic.
And then the next thing you see is the bed frame being like propped up to block your line of sight.
Wait, how's that happening?
Well, it seems like Kurt had pushed it significantly.
Okay.
So the werewolf could then just go and place. And Kurt's just gonna go, no, can't hurt me. Time out! Sanctuary! Davina.
Alright, 20 feet gets me to the top of the stairs, so I'm just gonna move there real quick. I'm gonna change levels. That's fine. Alright, top of the stairs. And I am, my sister is bleeding. There is a paralyzed vampire.
Who
Where's...
coincidentally happens to have some blood pouring out of his mouth.
Oh, you motherfucker. So I don't have a lot left in terms of spells, but I do own a hand crossbow. And paralyzed people, I get advantage on attacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move up the rest of my movement. So that's right to there. And then I'm gonna fire a hand crossbow at this guy. At this paralyzed werewolf. Well, I say,
You mean
he
vampire?
didn't want you. Why are you? Oh gosh. She probably looks so dazed. Oh gosh. Could you put pressure on your neck? Are you kidding? I don't have an attack card set up for this? I have a hand crossbow. Where is this?
Wow. So rude of Roll20.
Yeah, it's I'll drop it on here. Roll in hand. Come on. There we go. Let's roll the advantage just in case. Oh, natural 20!
Yeah!
Don't fuck with my sister.
So that is a non-magical crossbow, isn't it?
It is non-magical. That is correct.
So it doesn't really seem to harm
It
as much
doesn't do
as you
anything?
want it to. It hurts the vampire, but not significantly.
Okay, that's my action. And I don't think I can actually do anything significant with my bonus action right now because I am out of. It's been a long day. I'm out of bardic inspirations. And I don't have any. Let's see. Yeah, so it's a free action. I'm just gonna tell my sister to get away from the vampire and put pressure on her neck. That's my turn.
She's just gonna wander through. You guys are like really not cool. You should just like stop trying to harm my friend. And she's going to try and hold person on Cain.
Oh.
And what's her DC? Her DC is 11.
Okay.
You managed to be unheld. Jean Javier. It's the
Cool.
classic cat and dog story down here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move a bit closer to Umbra, just make sure that I am like positioning to where they can't advance any further. And then I'm just gonna like lift up my hand and just do like a snap of the fingers. And then I'm going to cast Mind Sliver. So I need a intelligence save.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, because this is a cantrip, that means that nothing happens at all. So that is my full entire turn.
Well, that sucks. The vampire spawn doesn't really have a turn except a wisdom save at the end, which I believe is a pass on Cain's
I
DC.
think so. Yeah,
If
it's
you had
15.
a DC of above 18 at level 4, I'd be very surprised. But that is at the end of its turn, so that is its turn. The werewolf is just gonna continue to kind of circle you, not getting any closer.
One might argue that, like, moving towards me in a lateral direction could also be getting closer to me.
I think it was the same distance, roughly, wasn't it? Oh no, they are getting a bit closer, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. So they would just kind of pace back and forth very frustratedly. Cain.
You do get a wisdom save
yes,
at the end of
thank
your
you.
turn. Failure.
It's Courage, the cowardly werewolf.
Okay. I don't suppose Haley would give me uh um flanking.
We don't do flanking in this game, and she is
Okay.
considered an enemy of you right now anyway.
But I'll just can I pass through him like this because I don't want to like in case he wants to escape through the window or something, you know?
Yeah, that's absolutely no problem. The window has been left open as well.
Yeah, and I'm going to um I'm going to activate my symbiotic entity
Mm-hmm.
with my action, and with my reaction, I'll use my Hail of Spores on hand. So it's DC 15 Constitution.
That's a pretty significant fail.
So he takes 4 damage.
Cool. Which is actually 4 damage. No, it's not. It's necrotic damage.
That's right.
You feel at first as if this, your entity really gets to the heart of this spawn, but very soon thereafter you see it doesn't seem to have affected it much.
That's my turn.
Cool. Anissa.
So the werewolf in the room with the prince is propping up the bed.
Like he's lent it against the bed frame. You can't tell if he's actively holding it or not, though.
Well, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna take my action to dash. I would like to basically shoulder charge through the door.
Yeah, fair. So that would be athletics to try and charge through.
I can do that. I actually have that for once. It's not shit.
It's not shit, but it's not enough to get through. You've got like a heavy bedside cabinet blocking the bottom half of the door. The bed frame is quite heavy, and it does seem like the werewolf is holding it from the other side, so you're not actually able to make it through the door.
Well, I can't do anything with my bonus action, so I'm going to
So
sit
you'd
here
be there.
useless. That's it.
Fair. The werewolf approaches the scared little prince. It first has to make a wisdom saving throw before attempting to attack.
I was praying for that in my head.
Anissa, you could just hear that there appears to have been some significant property damage on a very old dresser that Kurt is like just up against. And Kurt is going to run over and I will do.
If he has the speed, he can run through the door. You can pass through an ally's space.
But on the attack of opportunity, the werewolf is actually able to overcome Sanctuary and is able to successfully bite Kurt.
How does it feel to suck at your job?
And Kurt fails on his con save.
Oh my god.
But, however, he is just able to reach the door. And is trying to like pull on the bed frame to ease it out of the way. For Anissa, is not really able to do much. He's quite weak now. You can just see a sliver of him as the bed frame like is moved an inch. And you can see he looks very severely wounded. Davina.
I'm gonna look at this vampire who has my sister in some sort of thrall, and say, I really don't know why my sister finds you so charming. You clearly suck, and cast Vicious Mockery.
Oh, you get the laughter roll there.
Yes, okay. Awesome. So it's DC 4. Is that only 14? I think my DC is higher than that. Hold on.
8 plus proficiency plus your spell modifier.
My spell modifier is 5.
So it should be 15 then.
Okay. That should be DC 15. I don't know where it's wrong. But, yeah, wisdom saving throw. See how wise this vampire is.
Moderately.
Rats. Okay. Then nothing happens because Vicious Mockery is save or suck.
Still a
Um,
fun pun.
And I'm going to move to a spot that's a little bit more advantageous, and I'm out of stuff I can do with my bonus action.
Cool. Hayden is just gonna turn around to Cain again, being the closest, and just go like, you guys just really should stop. It's like so weak. And she's going to channel her divinity at you. But as she does so, she doesn't seem to fully realize what's going on, and it rebounds onto her. Nothing happens to you, Cain, as she staggers back 5 feet almost in shock at how disgusting your blood is to her. Jean Javier.
Jean Javier is just kind of like leaning on Umbra's shoulder at this point, and then is going to snap again and try to mind sliver the werewolf another time. Yep, save or suck.
Somehow he's finally gotten some brains.
Yeah, he's doing really good against this slivering of his mind.
I assume that was your turn, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all I can do.
Fairs.
Lean on Umbra and snap my fingers.
If Umbra could talk, I'm sure he would appreciate it. The vampire is going to approach you, Davina. If you want to do an attack of opportunity here, Cain, now's your chance.
I don't have a reaction because I used the Hail of Spores.
Oh, okay.
Does that take your reaction?
Yeah, it's a reaction to use
I
that.
thought it was something on your turn. Never mind then. The vampire is just gonna smile rather condescendingly down at you. Imagine I could have the whole set. And he attempts to bite you.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. I ate someone this morning.
Does a 17 hit?
Obviously it hits.
Yeah, so that's 10 damage, and your hit point maximum is temporarily reduced by 5.
Okay, I don't know how to mark that on my sheet without getting rid of my normal hit points, but
you can
okay.
do in brackets -5. And he's also going to claw you. Just a regular claw, not a grapple, for an additional 7. And that'll be his turn. The werewolf is still whitened, still pacing.
Yep.
Cain.
Okay. First, when he tries to cast that blood puppet on me and you guys get thing by my blood, I'll just like, you see for a split second in Kain's face like some kind of emotion that you can't quite say what it is, but it's kind of regret and guilty. But then he just comes back to his natural self and he's going to storm out towards the spawn again. And I'm finally going to make a attack against it. So 22
Hits.
for 9
No.
plus. Oh, I
I
forgot
believe
to.
shillelaghs count as magical weapons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Plus the symbiotic entity and the Hail of Spores, DC 15.
Da-da-da.
Every damage is damage, so
Yep. So that's 13 damage altogether. Although I would argue, well, no, actually, because it's 4 necrotics, that would be
yeah.
11 damage altogether. 11 damage is still damage, though.
Yeah. And I actually, why not? I'm gonna give. Oh no, never mind. That's all.
Okay. Anissa.
I love coughing. It's amazing. I need to get through this damn door. So I'm gonna try again.
You can now
Well, technically-
just about see.
Technically, you need to get through a bed. The door is already open.
My point still stands. As I said. Yeah, I'll have to do an athletics to push through.
Yep.
No real choice on that one. That's better. I'm
The
done with
bed
this.
just flies away and just lands soft side first with a disappointing thunk.
And then I'm gonna.
See, the coffee bonus helps against the bed.
Yes.
I don't think coughing has a bonus.
No, coffee.
Oh. Touche. Ah, this is all.
Well, the werewolf has a a newish target. You already have the scent of another werewolf on you. It's going to save the best for later. It's going to attempt to claw you.
No.
It definitely doesn't hit, does it?
No.
Kurt is going to use his action to cure wounds himself because he was on 2 hit points.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
And then he is going to edge away, climb up on the cabinet, look like he was about to, think about escaping, sees the vampire, stays where he is. Davina.
Fuck, okay, I don't have a lot of options at this point. I look this vampire in the eyes and I say, "Get out of my house. I rescind your invitation." And I'm going to do the only thing I can cast at this point. That's not a cantrip. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers up to a 2nd level. Because that's the only slot I have left.
Okie dokie. That is a wisdom saving throw from the vampire. Oof.
Fuck!
It's still half
Alright.
damage.
Yeah.
Half damage, but he doesn't move away, which is what I really wanted.
That's the problem with unwanted house guests. They often don't move when you want them to.
So, 5
Damage?
psychic damage. Okay. I can move if I want to, but I don't really want to. Let's see. I don't think I can do anything else.
Cool. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm just double checking something. I think that's an action, so I can't do that. Okay, yeah, that's actually just make sure I don't have anything. That's yeah, that's all I got.
Hayden is just kind of dreamily gonna go up to Cain. Your blood is weird. You don't, deserve it. And it's gonna stabby wabby you. I assume the 20 hits for 5.
Yeah. For 5, okay.
Mind Sliver?
No, actually. Because I have another idea.
Gonna throw
Jean
your
Javert
staff.
thinks that if we want to try to keep at least one living person to interrogate, it might be the one who is stupid enough not to leave from an enchantment wizard. So Jean Javert is going to saunter right into this werewolf's face, and then is going to hold up the staff so the orb is like eye level, both between like Jean Javert and the werewolf's eyes, and is going to say, "Now just look right in here, if you would, please." And then the opaline orb at the top of his staff is going to start to swirl as the white and opalescent colors begin to kind of go into a spiral. And then his eyes begin to go into spirals. And for my action, I am going to use my class ability, Hypnotic Gaze. So I would like a wisdom saving throw. Fuck.
Yeah.
So that didn't work.
Guarantee that when it comes to saving on his fright, and he'll fail that.
Yeah, but until then, Jean Javert seeing it didn't work is just like, well, alright, you done saw my trick, so I think I'll just go ahead and skedaddle now. So I'm going to use my free action to use feline agility since I didn't move at all last time. So now I have 30 feet of movement again, so you may take an attack of opportunity. It is at disadvantage because you're afraid of me.
It is going to very scared
That misses.
shout at you.
And you know what? I'm just gonna stay close. I'm gonna keep 10 feet of distance between us, but that will be my full turn.
Okay. Back upstairs. One spawn, 2 adventurers. It is going to do a claw attack against Davina, and then one against Cain.
12 thankfully fucking misses.
Yeah, the 23 will definitely hit. Cain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thick. 5. had to make a DC.
No, that's
That's only if they choose to grapple instead of doing damage.
Oh,
But it's
yeah.
done damage to you. Let's see if the werewolf is still frightened. The werewolf is not frightened.
Fuck.
However, that is the end of its turn.
Mm-hmm. It just stares at you menacingly. Cain.
uh, I won't try hold person again.
On the vampire or Hayden?
That's. I think I'll do on Haley. Yeah. 15. Let's see.
Unfortunately,
Ooh.
she makes the save.
Yeah, just gonna move here just because I can. That's all.
Cool. Anissa.
Sword.
Sword.
No,
No.
this is all.
The werewolf looks over at Kurt, just sniffs, and you can see it's realised something. And the werewolf hops over to the window. You're free to do an attack if you want.
Are you able to make a... no, I'm not gonna grapple it. Yes, I will. That hits. That's nice.
Yeah.
9.
For 9 lovely points of... well, 9-ish points of damage. You see that it unlatches the window and jumps out of it. Oh. There's a little whimper of pain as it does take some bludgeoning damage from the fall. But then the werewolf flees into the night. Kurt just kind of slumps into a corner against the bottom of his frame. Oh god! Oh, I was so scared. Thank you for saving me.
It doesn't say anything. Staring at the vampire.
Davina.
Alright, I'm gonna put my hand over my neck wound and apply a little bit of pressure there. Because ow. And I'm gonna look at this vampire and say, that was a big mistake. Huge. I tried to tell you I took a potion earlier today that has silver in it. If you don't leave and get the antidote soon, I can't guarantee what's going to happen to you.
Please roll me a deception check.
Okay, I can't roll lower than a 19. Because of my bullshit.
So that goes up to 19, does it?
It goes up to 19, yeah.
The vampire's face seems to pale, which does say a lot for a vampire's face.
I don't know, maybe if you leave now and you go to an apothecary, it's dark out.
I can't do anything now, but you get the sense that it believes you.
Great. I will take, I'm gonna take the dodge action, just in case.
Fairs.
And I'm gonna circle around a little bit so I'm closer to my sister.
She's just like, oh no, it's okay. I'm gonna save you, master. And is gonna cast a Shield of Faith on the vampire spawn.
I don't think that's gonna help against silver. Hayden, maybe you should go in your room and look for your alchemical supplies.
Jean Javert.
Now, I hope you heard about the one about the werewolf that entered into the home, because as much as he huffed and puffed, he couldn't blow it down. That was my very half-tired attempt at a joke. I'm casting Tasha's hideous laughter.
I enjoyed it. I'll allow it. What did I roll for it with Tasha's? Yep, target gets disadvantage. Which would make sense anyway, because he has been very befuddled by you for quite a while now.
Get on the ground.
The dog suddenly turns into a laughing hyena.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that's my turn.
It's just like... Well, my dears, this has been riveting. And I've personally got what I came here for, so... I will be off now. Of my own volition. I will see you later, he says, looking at Hayden, and begins to flee.
Okay, opportunity attack.
Yeah.
26.
That hits.
4 plus
Cool. Davina, did you want to do one as well?
I mean, all of my shit sucks. All of my and I'm playing it off as if I'm actually like low key worried about this vampire for some reason. I don't want attacking him to make him think that I actually was bullshitting him, so I'm actually letting him go.
Alrighty.
Don't you also only have a hand crossbow drawn?
Yeah, I also like the only other thing I could do is like I mean hand crossbow is one handed, but like the only other thing I have is my dagger, and that's not gonna do shit.
As the shillelagh whacks this guy on the leg, you could just hear him go, "Oh, that hurts like a motherfucker." And you see, you just hear the sound of a window being slammed shut behind him. As he also begins to climb down the building. This werewolf tries to stop laughing and cannot.
It fails.
Cain?
oh is and am I able to still see the vampire?
Maybe you'd just be able to see like the corner of his, like, you know, one of his shoulders.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk anyway to make it better, maybe. And I will try to cast Hold Person again.
Okay.
It's my last bluff.
He
Okay.
fails. And
The fall damage.
You just hear like a you know, a very soft boof into a very tall hedge, and then a much harder thunk onto the ground.
And I didn't say that before, but my whole person think of it like blood bending of Avatar.
I feel you.
And I'm gonna move everything towards him, so I was here, right?
Yeah.
5, 10, 20, 30.
Cool.
And that's my That's my turn.
Anissa, you get the sense you could
Okay.
still spot this werewolf that's just trying to make a runner for it.
Yeah, I see the werewolf. I don't like the werewolf.
Jump out the
Well-
second story window.
I'm just gonna lean out the window, just start swearing at it.
In like
Uh,
a magical sense, or just?
Oh yeah, absolutely in a magical sense. Another holy word. Fuck.
Fuck.
Oof.
So that is 10 radiant.
You just see this thing taken that much damage from the full damage. You just see this thing like just stumble. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
With that, it is able to get to the edge of the map and run away into the night. But it will probably think twice again before trying to attack you or before returning to its masters. And Kurt just like tries to grab like the blanket from where the bed is, because the blanket's now trapped underneath the bed frame, and he just wants to sit down with the blanket over him. But you see he's kind of shaking and like twitching, but more than normal. And he does have you notice now on his shoulder he has a bite wound that smells a bit off.
Wait, does anyone have a farmer's almanac? What moon cycle are we in?
It is 2 days after the full moon.
Oh my god.
Oh, we got weeks. We're good.
Yeah, like 20, 26, 27, 28 days almost. Alright, I move up to my sister. I grab her by the shoulders. And I shake her a little bit. Hayden! Focus! Hi! Your friend's gone.
He'll be back.
Maybe. Why don't you put that dagger down? There's no need for... We're chilling out, alright?
You made him go away. You poisoned him.
No, he might get sick, so he's just going to get some medical attention. I just let him know. He left of his own volition.
I would like a persuasion check there.
Okay, I can't roll lower than a 19.
Okay.
Oh my god.
The dagger will clatter to the ground.
Why do you even ask?
I will say with that, Nat, you give her an advantage on trying to break out of this charm. But she's like...
She really needs it.
vulnerable. So she rolled a 6 then a 2, so... but she drops her dagger. Just kind of goes, okay, well... I'll wait over here.
Yeah, why don't you sit down, and you know what, I think he would really want me to put some pressure on that wound on your neck, so let me just,
Yeah,
fuck.
I suppose.
I'm gonna run and grab some bandages. I mean, we're still in combat, but I'll move with her, then move as far as I can to the bathroom, I guess. I'm just like, that's my next thing is like, I'm getting her bandages, I'm getting me bandages.
Yeah, cool, no problem. Jean Javert.
This is why we always carry rope. I'm gonna use my because of the spell, the werewolf is fully incapacitated and is incapable of doing anything.
Yeah.
I am going to use my full action to truss the werewolf up like a turkey.
Cool. You particularly experienced with tying people up?
I think I've done some rope tricks before. I know my way around a knot, especially because I've dealt with doing some, some simple magician tricks, like sleight of hand tricks. But if you want me to do a check, I still can.
If you take like your full time over it, then I'll say that you are able to pull off the ropes to the best of your ability.
Yeah, like I'll just be using my like full action to do it. I'm not saying like to make this any shorter or anything. I'm gonna like whistle and take my time as they're like laying there laughing.
Cool. Yeah, you got one tied up werewolf.
Cool. Now I'm gonna step back just in case.
The vampire spawn lying in the grass outside is unable to break free of his hold person.
Thank goodness.
The werewolf, now trussed up, is unable to stop laughing. Cain.
Okay,
Jump out the window.
5, 10, 20. And I'm going to jump down. I don't care. And
Okay.
I'm gonna attack it.
And you're gonna take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. As you
Okay.
hit a hedge and then the grass.
My temporary hit points go down, and
Are we 20 feet up?
Yeah, second floor. Big, rich, tall ceilings.
Yeah, we have domed ceilings. Yeah, we have fuck you ceilings. Fortunately.
and you see, I think probably just Hayden and Davina will hear that, but Cain will be like, "You're not gonna wait. You pay for what you did to him." And it seems like he's out of his mind, saying things that don't make sense. And I'm gonna attack him
Mm-hmm.
with advantage, I believe.
Yes.
Oh wait, so you took. Did that like fully clear your temporary hit points, or that go into your
Yeah.
actual hit points?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking if your like actual hit points got hurt, because then you'd have to roll concentration.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You do need to roll that.
It's just the 5.
So that's a failure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have to hit a 10 at a minimum.
So
So, it's the whole person no longer exists.
yeah.
Still prone.
Yes, he is still prone. Should put that in there.
Then I'll cast Entangle on him.
Okay. I assume we're going in like this kind of shape.
Actually, I'm gonna put him in the middle, so
Okay, so
like
they'd start like well, I mean, you answer to Davina about the property value when you start radically
like this.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think like this.
You must succeed on a strength score or be entangled. You've got one entangled boy.
Ooh, I just trying to figure out the best way. Yeah, that way.
I mean, decapitation works on 99.9% of things, if that's what you're talking about.
But if I'm really going to be nitpicky here, I think you also have to stop yourself being entangled since you're in the effects.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Sure.
it doesn't.
You can also
it
aim
doesn't
it so
say
that
you
it's
have
not
immunity.
affecting you.
It doesn't say anything about like only enemies or you're excluded. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you have
it
to
says
either
all
have to aim it so that
creatures.
you're not in it, or you have to.
No,
able to
yeah,
punch yourself.
I'll make the save. It's
beat your
How
own
strong are you?
DC.
not strong at all. Let's hope for the best.
This is going to be a very interesting.
Oh,
What?
The dice gods smile upon you.
that's all. And I'm just gonna yell at someone to like, to try to get some help. Like, someone help! He just killed a man. And that's a.
Cool. Anissa.
I'm gonna let them these lot go and have their fun. I'm gonna go do my job. I will make 2 sin dice, 2d8, and heal Kurt. 12. Kurt gets about 12.
He was already at max,
Oh,
but it still
I'm
looks
gonna
as if
be
he's
honest.
injured.
yeah. Okay, I'll slightly change it when I didn't realise
Yeah,
it was
no,
a
it's-
full. I thought it's still
it's
injured. I technically am a cleric. Looks dubiously at some gods at some distance away in
You
the
have a
peripheral
degree
vision.
in theoretical medicine.
That's concerning.
Do you have anything that heals disease?
I have a theoretical degree in theoretical
We need a
medicine.
paladin so bad right now.
I guess, is there anything I can do with what I have available?
You could do like a medicine, nature, or history check to try and recall anything you know about treating werewolf bites.
I will go with medicine. Damn.
You know that it is beyond your current power to heal. You will most likely need to seek out a priest.
God
Your mind
damn
goes
it.
back to the one that helped de-age Umbra.
Okay, well, I mean, it's not a great deal I can do because it'll take me that many turns to get over there. I'm just gonna stay with the prince for the foreseeable future.
And he's just content to kind of wrap himself in a blanket. Davina, you're heading out to go get some bandages from the...
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I know it's like it's. I mean, I don't have the like. I literally like if I. Just so you know, like if I were to jump out the window after you, like I would die. I can't survive a two-story fall right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna narratively grab some bandages from the bathroom. I don't think any medicine check I do will actually do anything, but I'm just gonna kind of help clean up myself and my sister. Because we both are just covered in our own blood, which is not a cute look. And just kind of like keep talking to her, keep like occasionally shaking her, like try to get her to snap out of whatever is going on, is what my whole turn is going to be focused on.
And eventually, it will be like a minute's worth, and she will snap out of her charm. It's like, oh, I feel like awful.
Oh, do you remember what just happened?
I remember this, like, I saw this, like, really cute owl outside, and it called to me, and it was all like, open it up, I want to, like, cuddle you, and now I'm here, and ow, did the owl hurt my neck?
Okay, that was a vampire, first of all. Second of all, what have I told you about befriending feral animals?
Owls aren't, like, feral, they're noble.
No, like, it's not domesticated, ergo it is a wild... that was a vampire and it bit, but, like, look at my neck, that's what your neck looks like right now.
Ew.
Yeah, here, take
You
this
should put
cloth.
some pressure on that.
I've been telling you that for God knows how long. Here, just... I'm handing her a towel, I'm putting a towel on my neck, like... Someone else will watch these, it's fine.
That'll be it for about 6 seconds until like we can resolve.
Yeah.
Most other things. Jean Javert, you doing anything now that you've got one?
Jean Javert is leaning on his staff. He is tuckered out. He has one spell slot left. He's not doing shit.
Fair. He's just having a good old look over. The vampire spawn is going to attempt to break free of the vines. Cannot even stand up. The werewolf finally stops laughing.
That is the end of its turn, but
Yeah.
it is fully restrained now.
Cain?
I'm not let this spawn get away. Attack. So, do I have advantage? No. Oh, do I?
You do, because it's prone and
Okay.
you're within melee range.
Yeah, and you can choose to go non-lethal if you just want to knock him out, but you have to declare that.
No, I want lethal. Kane's blood in his eyes.
14 does not hit.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's all.
Cool. You two are just chilling in that room, so...
I will basically get him to move because this is not a safe room.
Okay.
So I will technically action dash, but just so I can move
Yeah.
30 feet.
Maybe like move
So-
the cabinet out the way so you guys aren't like crawling through a hole halfway up a door.
I'll basically just start to make our way towards Davina.
Cool.
Because I've got decent passive perception. I can probably hear the shit show going on outside.
Yeah, you probably can. And maybe
It's just an
you're-
eye roll.
Hayden and I are actively ignoring that. Like I said, if I jump out the window, I'll die.
Yeah. I assume that you and Hayden are just like chilling on the sofa for now.
Yeah, we're just like we've gone from like holding like compresses to each other's wounds to our own wounds to kind of like now worrying about what the blood has done to our outfits.
Cool. You're just chilling on your staff, watching this werewolf thrash around.
Yeah.
Vampire spawn attempts to break out once more. That still doesn't do it.
Fail.
No. The werewolf finally has a turn again, which it can do things except move. But it will strain against the ropes that you have put up, and it does manage to break some of them out. Just the ones on like its lower legs. So it will begin to crawl away. Just like push in like a worm basically with its lower legs.
Make me work and do shit. Okay.
Cain.
You see that Kane is out of his mind.
Mm.
And he's out for some kind of PTSD. And attack again.
That boy ain't alright, I tell you what. That hits.
Oh.
Oh, Shield of Faith would have dropped after Hayden came to his senses.
10 bludgeoning
10 bludgeoning is a good amount of bludgeoning.
plus 3 necrotic.
Slightly less than 3 necrotic.
Yeah. And that's all. I'm saving my reaction.
Fairs. Anissa, you two carry on.
I'll move here. Kirk can use his own movement to move. Can I see this vampire spawn from here?
He'll probably dash and just like curl up on the sofa.
Aw.
Not from here, no. It's 20 feet down from the window.
Okay, I'll
Since
just
you get
use
to
my
the window, you'd be able to see.
I'll just use my action to dash and look out the window.
You see just Cain with like madness in their eyes, just full on like thwacking this vampire spawn that is on his back, like starfished and covered in like pointy little vines that are wrapping his arms and legs up. And you can see he's just like staring up, like, I hate my life right now.
Honestly, mood, buddy, mood. Anyway, turn.
He's had his turn. You two just chilling. Jean Javert.
Wants to try moving and shit. Wants to try get away and shit. I'm over here trying to make a fucking living by dipping my little paws into a prince's pocket. Walking over here, Jean Javert is gonna place a hand onto the sheathed dagger that he has, and is going to cast prejudice. Is gonna cast the peace spell.
Yeah.
And I want to use it for the color effect on an object.
Mhm.
And I would like to make the blade appear silvered. And I'm gonna draw it as a free action, kind of just like not exactly like go all the way down, but just sort of kind of like squat down and just hold it right underneath the werewolf's nose and just go, now listen here, I honestly would not move a single bit further unless you want this to cut right into you, and I do know that you know what this'll do to you. So I'd advise that you just stay still for the moment.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage, please.
Oh boy. Intimidation is not one of the things I have. But
Well,
doesn't matter.
Never
The dice
mind.
say otherwise today. The werewolf's eyes just go very wide. It's just staring at the dagger. It puts its like still tied up paws together and just kind of surrender. And you can tell it is now not going to attempt to move or flee whatsoever. The vampire spawn, however, is still got some zest in him. He finally is able to break out.
Oh.
No longer entangled, spends 15 feet of movement standing up. And then does this, so I just want to be very clear, you, like, the entangle is only on the ground, right?
Yeah.
It goes away after it's cast, though.
Oh, right, so it's not in this square anymore, it was just...
Yeah, it's not permanent property. The vines just wither away once the spell's over.
Yeah, the only thing that sticks is if they fail the initial save and then they're restrained.
Ah. I thought it was difficult terrain for like a minute.
No, that's other spells that do that.
Okie dokie.
No,
Well,
it turns for the duration. This plant turns the ground into disco terrain.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, yeah. As long as you concentrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you are. So vampires have this funny thing called spider climb. So this fun old fellow is, instead of trying to make it through difficult terrain, is just gonna turn his body 90 degrees, latch onto the wall, and you can see he's not even gripping onto anything in particular. He's just like a gecko, like he's putting a foot down and it's just like sticking right up against the wall. And he can move his full remaining 15 feet away. I assume you'd like to make an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Sorry if this is another nat 20. You guys have been... Oh, man. I really cursed
Oh.
that. I'm so sorry. You hit where he was, not where he was going to be.
Wait, did he move? When he move?
Yeah.
Your eyes are so clouded by hate.
Indeed.
Bailey thinks the turtles are here because we talked about reptiles. Werewolf not moving. Cain.
I'm dropping the concentration of the entangle and I'm casting again where he is.
Okay. He is currently on the wall, so now you will have to answer to a very annoyed Davina.
He's not making wise decisions right now, so that's okay.
Cool. Unfortunately, this trick doesn't work twice.
Oof.
So is it going like 15 feet up the wall and then just 5 feet on the ground?
Yeah. I mean, no, everything in the on the wall.
Mhm.
How far up is in the wall?
He's literally at like head level. He's only 5 feet up the wall.
Oh, okay. So 5 feet in the ground and 15 in the wall. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. That
The
makes
spell does
sense.
specifically say from the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plants that do naturally grow up the walls, so I would be lenient here and say that you can summon it from plants.
I would like to keep 5 in the ground just in case he like, oh, it's better to just get back.
Cool. Turn?
Yeah.
Anissa.
She's gonna stick her head out the window, look at this entire shit show going on right now. Cain, come back up here. We're done with this. Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt your escape. Would you mind telling us who you work for?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, I was just going to use that as the verbal for holy word, but
Oh, okay. Well, that don't hit.
I know it don't.
You should
But
have
it's
gone
worth
with
a shot.
persuasion.
Ah, yes, my
Minus
Negative.
7.
You can always roll a natural 20.
Another natural 20.
I don't. Yeah. Nisa's not a persuasive person. Like, okay, cool. Bye. Cain, go back off.
He will like just smile up at you and just say, "The hand says hello," and then he flips you the bird.
Honestly, respect.
You're not quite sure if there's a metaphorical one there or. So just to clear up the turn order a bit, I'm just going to delete everyone who's just chilling.
At this point, I am now. I'm not going to take any more hostage.
I mean,
Understandable.
if anything bad happens, just let me know. But like like I said, I'm not jumping out a window. I have no spell slots left. I have 7 hit points. I'm not. And my sister's bleeding. Like I'm not moving from here.
Yeah. Well, this spawn is clearly not interested in sticking around and potentially.
Yeah, he's got to go find him an apothecary to treat himself for poisoning.
I think the amount that you'll as a party have continued to swipe him down, he might be having doubts on that. Regardless, he's going to jump to here and is going to use his action to dash away.
Oh my god, he really wants to escape.
You want to do a little thwack?
Yeah.
You do a thwack.
For
For
10.
another 10. The guy is, looking pretty bloodied, but you're not quite sure if that's just from his bounty. But he is able to dash away into the night as well. And it seems that he had some kind of little speed advantage over you. But it seems as if the assassins have been thwarted, at least from some people's perspectives.
I'm the only one who actually did a good job. Turns out Jean Javert's the hero.
Listen,
Goddamn.
I came into this with 2 spell slots. And none of the melee people were hanging out with me. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, no, I've never said I was good at this game. Like, I convinced them to leave. That's what I'm good at.
And Umbra is still frozen solid.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh, yeah, I'll...
About that, I'm gonna usher the werewolf up to stand, and then kind of like with my other hand holding the staff, like point it over at Umbra and say, "All right, now, are you able to undo what you did there to our friend?"
Yes.
All right, good. Do you need your hands for that, or cause what I saw before is you easily said it with words, so whatever you can do, just go ahead and unsay it.
Don't need hands. No. I need to be closer.
Holding the knife, just kind of like up against the back, just like gently ushering them over to Umbra.
Just kind of very unsteadily just tries to hop. No, Professor! And suddenly Umbra begins to move. Ugh. Wait. I thought there was a... What have I missed?
Well, everybody done running upstairs, so I don't know what happened up there. I'm just about to lead our little captive friend to go and be associated with our associates. I figured you might want to go ahead and join us. You're welcome, by the way. I did make sure that nobody done touched you while they made sure everyone upstairs was alright.
I appreciate that. I feel stiff. What did you do? You should know. You signed the contracts when you signed up. Never go against the core. Umbra will just nod. You can see he seems to be thinking, but doesn't say much. And would you like me to bring this thing upstairs?
Well, I'll be joining you as well, no worries. If you need some time to stretch yourself, get yourself situated back to the moving again, I can go ahead and get him upstairs. He doesn't want this knife poking done into him, now does he?
Very well. I will have a look around and see if there's any others here that we may not know about.
Very good teamwork there, Umbra. Glad to have you on board.
Likewise. Good job with the mongrel. Cain, I moved you onto the top part of the map where you would be on the first floor.
Oh,
Just in case you were wondering where you'd gone. You're just up here.
I didn't even see that.
So if you want to like move around and come back through the front door.
Yeah, I'll come around, but I come into my sense. But at the same time, all the vegetation around me is like dying and kind of sad, but he's himself again.
And you're probably just in time to see like Jean Javier and Umbra just parting ways. And he
Well,
keeps going from room to room. having
good to
fun.
see you back out here. Now, I do remember that you done were upstairs. Did you have to do quite a bit of a fall down to get back around here, or was there some kind of a roundabout way you found?
Uh, don't even ask. But the first option,
No,
I just
say
need
no more.
some time to clear my head.
Everyone seems to be done slacking on their work. Can't wait to see how Kurt feels about what I did. Alright, let's go. And then, just gonna kind of like lead them upstairs, find the others, and then, just kind of like present, be like, yeah. Like, notice everyone's like in the room up here. Just kind of like have the wolf at dagger point, and is like, well, I don't know how successful y'all were up here, but I made sure to keep this one around in case we had any questions for the fellow.
Appreciated. The others fled after, and Davina will gesture at Hayden's neck, her own neck, and then the Prince Kurt's neck.
Shoulder.
Oh,
A shoulder, yeah.
quite unfortunate. However, it is a good thing my wiles and magic were here to make sure we indeed still had a bit of evidence here. See what all we got included. If you don't mind, sir, do you mind going in there? Kind of just like pointing the knife at him, then pointing into the room.
Okay. Boing, boing, boing.
Alright, very good.
Now,
Now,
I think
Yeah,
we
go
should
ahead.
take this up after a quick little break.
alright.
Okay.
I'll see you all in 15.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Cool. The werewolf bunny hops into the room where everyone is attempting to rest. It just tries to lean up against a wall. Its form is not that comfortable for being a biped. It seems to just wait for questions, defeated and open.
Alright, well, first question I do believe, obviously, is who sent you and your pals who obviously absconded?
Abandoned me. It was the hand.
And what exactly was the purpose of your infiltration here? What was the entire point? What were your orders?
Kill or corrupt. And the werewolf looks over at Kurt. It looks like we did one of them.
Do I... Can I make a check about what I might know about lycanthropy?
Yeah.
Lycanthropy?
Yeah, that'd be nature or history.
Oddly, neither of those I'm proficient in. I'll go with history. 21.
Lycanthropes are fairly rare. Once someone is bitten and isn't able to resist like the call of lycanthropy, if they aren't cured within like 24 hours, it is uncurable.
Ugh.
Mm.
What
Time to
is
go to the temple.
What is the curing process?
You know that remove curse doesn't work. It is
Okay.
a supernatural kind of, curse-esque thing that doesn't follow the same laws. You do know from your time just living around this city that there is like a monster hunter fair that is coming to town very soon.
Within 24 hours soon, or?
Yeah, like they're like opening up kind of over the All Spirits festival. So they may already be setting up in Iron Park.
Oh boy.
They may know more.
Okay. Okay. So we know the hand, we know what their orders were supposed to be.
Did they say who sent them?
The hand.
Oh, okay.
Now, I know you done said what organization sent you, but I do have a curiosity. Because I do believe that one of our friends associated with you, who obviously you are well acquainted with, apparently, mentioned some sort of contract. Now, I'm just a simple little street magician, came out here to help the prince here, but I do believe, with some of my knowledge and intellect, that contracts are usually a bit more of a given directly from a specific type of person in a position of power. So if you don't mind me asking, uh, who is the one that sent you directly here to this location?
The sister.
Okay. And is he saying that in general, or is he happening to like look at
No, he's saying it more as
Davina's
like
sister?
a title.
Okay, cool.
And
All right.
you see a fear come over his face at the thought of the sister.
Okay. So obviously someone in a higher position. He's afraid of them. Javier just kind of like nods. And then, now, is there anything else you want to share with the class? Anything that you just want to get off your chest? Maybe a sin you want to confess? Any kind of bad habits that you want to just get out there, out in the open? I don't know. Floor's open to you.
I just beg your leniency. I was a simple low-level thief. Then they brought me before the sister. Her terrifying red birdie eyes turned me into an abomination like her.
So this is not your normal form.
No. My name was Thomas. Now they just call me Gouger.
And
I mean,
how
to
long
be
ago
fair,
did this...
Gouger sounds a bit more impressive than Thomas.
I don't know. Thomas has a certain stateliness to it, you know?
You know, not what you kind of necessarily need within the organization that he's particularly working in, you know? Gouger definitely sounds like something that demands respect in his kind of circles.
That's what she said.
Ah, that's a good one right there. I'll remember that for later. Anyway, unfortunately for you, and kind of like twirls the dagger and then like blinks prestidigitation very obviously to remove the silver coating, just kind of like revealing it to be a normal dagger before sheathing it. Unfortunately for you, you and your compatriots did try to harm our benefactor here, kind of like gesturing over to Kurt. And let me tell you, she doesn't like that. I can tell right now she's a bit upset. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave her to you.
Mercy, please. I can tell you everything I know.
Well, it's no longer my call, Anissa.
Is now addressing, like, the whole room.
Just like, I
was forced into doing what I had to do.
just look at my dress right now. I am covered in blood. My own blood, which is even worse.
Yes. The one who bit you was the one who forced me.
The one who bit me is the sister?
No, it's one of the sister's lieutenants. The sister is a Aarakocra albino.
I see.
He,
And,
his name was Harvold. Harvold D something.
Well, it's no wonder he didn't introduce himself with a name like that. And, just curious, where could we find Harvold and the sister if we wanted to, thank them for their thoughtful drop-in?
The ring you took off me. I see you have one like it. Where do you think I got mine?
So he said the what you took off me? I didn't hear
ring.
that.
The ring.
Oh, the ring. Oh,
The core. They're being taken over by this cult of the hand.
Well, it is unfortunate when religious extremists get in the way of good business, now isn't it?
Mm.
See, this is why I never cross religion into any of my own personal affairs. I do think it muddies the water quite a bit.
They're not about stealing anymore. They're about necromancy, lycanthropy, sanguimancy, summoning demons.
I'm just gonna peek over at my sister real quick, who I assume has 0 poker face at this point.
She actually seems genuinely confused right now.
Okay. And, any idea, why they chose to patronize our home in particular tonight?
You've been causing trouble for them, apparently. They wanted to test you.
Test us. So this wasn't, This wasn't an attempt on our lives, just an attempt to screw with us?
I think they thought if you were too weak, they would kill you. But if you put up a reasonable fight, then we were meant to report back to the mourner.
I see. Which is exactly what your compatriots are doing right now.
Yes.
Oh, unfortunately, that means that you're currently out of the job.
It would seem that way. I pledge my life to you. You have beaten me, and this cursed new form forces me to see you as the alphas. Call me
I'll just
Thomas, Nasher, Beatrice, whatever you want. I will follow you.
I'm just gonna walk in and I'll be like, Well, Davina, I think you ought to see the damage of the property. The attack may have cost you a few things.
Let's save the state management for the morning. For now, we're dealing with waves at Thomas. This situation, this one has decided to pledge fealty to us. Isn't that wonderful?
Did you guys
That's-
manage to take any information from him?
Well, we did
Yes.
definitely get quite a bit at him. What do you think, Anissa?
I don't think you need to know what I'm thinking.
Jean Javert
Well-
just kind of grins, the firelight glinting off of his silver tooth, and he says, "Well, I exactly thought as much, exactly." Now, Thomas, I do believe that we, as your new, what's the word, alphas, as you say,
Or legions.
consider this your severance package.
Before that, Thomas, is it?
Mhm.
Would you mind if I take a blood sample out of you
A
for
blood
study purpose?
sample? Very well.
Does it have to be
I
alive
was-
for this?
Please, please, kind sir, don't kill me. I can be of help.
Alright, nobody's killing anybody, especially in front of the prince.
I'll just
And my 15-year-old sister.
Oh, you're right. Davina, do you have a shed we could take him out back?
There's probably like a groundskeeper's shed somewhere in there that suspiciously had no shovel.
Listen.
There's also the storeroom on the ground floor.
I'll just take my dagger and do a small cut on Thomas and get a sample of his blood into a vial.
He whimpers slightly but tries to hold it in.
I appreciate.
Let's keep him alive.
I was gonna say, this is just
Subject.
sad.
Oh, boo. I done thought you were gonna have fun and everything.
Listen, if we find, gosh, I've forgotten the older reverse already. It's such a weird name. I need my pen. Sorry, I've lost my pen. Alright. If we find a vampire that bit me, you can do whatever you want to him. Does that sound good?
I didn't even know there was a vampire.
What do you think did this? Look at my poor neck.
As far as I'm concerned, it was just him and then the other werewolf. I didn't go upstairs. I didn't see anything that happened.
Well,
I was busy
unfortunately,
doing my job.
he can turn into an owl. Apparently, a very charming owl.
He had, like, very nice eyes. You could drown in them. I can't believe his name
Okay.
is Thorvald. What name?
Really, try not to make that face over men with names that disgusting. I mean, it would be better if you didn't over men at all, but, you know, what can I do to stop you?
She just kind of shrugs nonchalantly at that.
But, maybe we could secure him somewhere. This place doesn't exactly have a dungeon, but we do have a shed. And some...
The shed is, like, quite far away and would be less easy to guard.
The storage room has no windows.
Doesn't.
What about the attic?
The attic with the hole in it, in the, well, the small hole, I think it is now.
Didn't Umbra fix it before?
Oh yeah, sorry, Umbra did.
Oh, nice. We're doing free home repairs.
Butterworth has now been unhoused and he is not happy.
Alright, well, if we're not gonna go ahead and take care of anything, there's not gonna be any revenge or anything. Ruined my entertainment for tonight. I guess we can just go ahead and stick them in the storeroom. Now, do you have to ask, any dietary restrictions, lactose intolerance, vegan, vegetarian, nothing like that, Thomas?
I'm allergic to garlic.
You don't think that would be with the vampire spawn, not with a werewolf? That's a bit kind of a weird little mix-up, don't you think?
No, apparently he spent quite a lot of his time training up a resistance.
Odd.
And he used to work as a priest.
Alright, well, we'll see what we can get you, but Anissa, you're a bit more on the muscular side if you want to go ahead and send him down to the storage.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll just pick him up by the scruff of the neck and just drag him.
I mean, that seems so uncivilized. All right, I suppose it's happening.
As like his much less threatening butt hits every stair on the way down, he's just like,
Probably to
Buddy,
the stairs and then just
pick your
pulls
feet
him.
up.
Probably to the stairs and then just pulls him up if he hasn't pulled himself up by that point.
it's kind of hard to. He's like he is tied from like the knees up.
Oh,
Okay, in that case, I'll just pull him up so he's standing.
He'll take a while trying to get down the stairs by himself.
Jean Javert will take out the second ring of, what was it, mind strengthening?
Yes.
Yeah. And kind of just like hold it in his palm in front of Hayden and says, "Now, I do know that this might be a bit unfashionable for you, but just so we can avoid your mind getting taken over by somebody else, I do believe that this will help if you put it on."
Yep. Totally. Minds. Yeah. No more weirdos named Horvold or Torvold or Kobold. She'll slip it on her middle finger.
Also, now, since we're speaking of, cautionary things that we should be doing, perhaps not contracting with any more criminal enterprises until we're a little bit older. Considering things like this tend to happen.
I am a bit fucking bored with all of this right now. It was just cool at first when I was able to experiment. But now it's all lame.
That is what tends to happen when you take on adult responsibilities at a non-adult age. Although generally adult responsibilities are kind of ugh.
Talking about that, Davina, do you have some room for that I can take for some experiments?
What sort of experimenting? I don't know if dabbling with blood magic is really the best idea considering.
I just want to stir the blood to see if I can somehow make some potions with it and maybe get some kind of medicine to postpone a little bit Kurt's situation.
Well, I think really consulting the temple would be the best situation for the prince, but
Actually, I do not think that divine intervention here will be able to assist us. However, There is a group of well-known monster dealers that are coming into town. They should already be set up around the park, so if you want to go ahead and try to rush there, see if we can get a bit of an emergency meeting with them, try to get some fast assistance with our situation on him. Deal with it as quick as possible. Unless you want to rest up for tonight and try our luck in the morning.
It is like
Kurt,
approaching
you
11 p.m.
will be the
now.
one. Yeah, go ahead.
It's approaching like 11 p.m. now. It's unlikely that any fairgoers would be awake at this hour.
Kurt, considering you'll be the one most affected by whatever we decide, or whatever, honestly, you decide, do you have a course of action in mind, or are you just clutching the blanket? Okay.
I wanna go to sleep. It's such a hard day. I hate this.
Alright. Well, His Highness has spoken. Someone, actually, I am the lady of the house right now, so I will show you to your room. Back to your room. And there's a shed out back. Where are the servants?
They were locked in the kitchen during the raid. Umbra has freed them and scolded
Okay.
them for their lack of vigilance, and now they're
Okay,
dusting down for the night.
I will, I'm gonna show the prince back to his room and kind of help him get sorted with, and I'll send one of the handmaids up to him with him to help him, straighten the room out. And then I will, have another one of the maids, show, the shed off as to be set up as a makeshift alchemy space, I guess. Since it is legit not getting, it has literally one shovel in there.
And that shovel is brand new.
That was brand fucking new.
There is also your old room that Hayden was previously using as a research station herself.
Yeah, I am a little bit worried about that space being used. Trial basis, you can use it for the next few days, but I don't know if it's going to stay that way.
Well, Kurt and Iris will eventually get his room straightened out, and he will, slink into bed and start snoring a lot louder than he used to.
Well, I'm not concerned about that at all.
Where are the rest of you sleeping?
I don't need to sleep.
I'll take the library. Why not?
Fair. There's some comfortable chairs that you can curl up into.
Yep.
I will sleep in my mother's room. But I'm actually gonna wait in Hayden's room until she falls asleep before I go to bed.
It doesn't take that long. It seems she was also quite exhausted from the day. Umbra will probably take the valet's quarters as it's closest to everyone he needs to protect.
Before I leave Hayden's room, I'm going to drag her dresser underneath her window, and then put a bunch of stuff on top of the dresser, so it will make a fuck ton of noise if anybody else comes back through this window.
Fair enough. She thankfully doesn't seem to notice all of that. Cain starts to set up the lab. Anissa.
Probably pulls out a bedroll and stays in the prince's room, in all honesty, because... Yeah.
First. But finally, you all manage to bed down and gain the benefits of a long rest.
Thank fuck.
And can I make some roll or something to try to study this blood? See if I can get something out of it.
Yes. So do you have like potion tools?
Herbalist kit.
Thank you. Yeah. So you could use your herbalism kit to try and get something out of it.
Yeah.
We'll roll that with a wisdom skill
Okay.
plus your proficiency bonus if you're proficient in that kit.
Yes. So. What's my for profit? 14.
So walk me through exactly what you're aiming for with this.
Oh, and I also have knowledge of the past life that I. Oh, actually, guidance would be best.
15 is still better than a 14.
And since is a long rest, I also gonna use knowledge of past life. Why not? And what I'm trying to do is see if I first can get some medicine, not to like cure anything, but like maybe get something to like be resistance to uh werewolves or something, or maybe get insight in like make a potion that would be effective against werewolves.
With that 18, you'd be able to study the properties of the blood, and you'd be able to better understand the nature of their weaknesses. But with herbalism, like the blood itself, you're not able to make anything immediately useful to you with.
Okay.
But you do gain a very specific insight into werewolf weaknesses.
Gotcha.
Unless there's anything else, we will have a long rest. And as you all are resting, you feel empowered by your victory over the testing assassins. And we are all now level 5.
Oh, that was a mistake. You gave me 3rd level spells.
Fuck yeah! I'm so happy. It was worth my whole family almost dying and me almost dying.
That's
Alright.
the
Ren was
milestone.
like, "Oh my god, that fight was so hard to watch. This guy needs a little bit of help."
Little bit.
You're telling me.
I think it would have been okay if Bailey had been here, but
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm standing near a statue of Umbra trying to play enchantment wizard with a werewolf.
And succeeding.
Barely every time.
and my thing is
Alright.
like I came into this fight with so few spell slots that it's like normally I'm and only one bardic inspiration left. It was like
Mhm.
Alright, let's see how squishy Javier will be at level 5.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Hold on. I do get a reroll.
You do get a reroll. Hey.
There we go. Now I went from literal minimum to literal max.
So what's your hit points now? 14?
21.
Ooh.
Let me roll.
And
mine.
I still have an AC of 11.
Oh, let's go.
Javier is a glass cannon.
Javier isn't even a cannon. He doesn't have damage.
Yeah, he's a glass confetti.
He's a glass.
Yeah, he's a glass.
just
He's-
glass.
He's just a short glass of.
Short glass of cats.
Yes.
Let's see.
I've had a little headache that's been brewing over the last hour.
Oh no.
So feel free to like stick around and level up for a bit. But I will call the session officially here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.